If your peplum top is not popping out like this, then you need to up your game. So guys, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to cut a 360-degree flare, and also I'll be teaching you the right interfacing to add to your flare. So if this is something you're interested in, kindly like this video, share and drop a comment. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for stopping by. Please make sure you hit on the like and the subscribe button. And to our old subscribers, thank you for always watching our videos. Guys, let's get straight into the video. So this is the measurement that we'll be needing for this. We'll be needing the radius of a circle. I'll teach you how to calculate that, the length of our flare, and also our round waist measurement. So guys, the waist measurement is 35 inches. The waist measurement that we're using is 35 inches. Now the formula to cut 360-degree flare is your waist measurement plus your zipper allowance plus divided by 6.28. Your waist measurement plus zipper allowance divided by 6.28. Now guys, for this waist measurement, we're going to be cutting we're going to multiply this waist measurement by 2 because the peplum is going to have pleats. So I'm going to multiply it by 2. So instead of 35 inches, that means our waist measurement now is 70. So you multiply it by 2 because it's going to have a pleat. So now 70 plus zipper allowance is 1.5. Then divided by 6.28. So when you add 70 plus 1.5, you have 71.5. You now divide it by 6.28. When you do that, you have 11.38. So this is now the radius of our circle. Take note of this value. So guys, after doing that, this is 11.38 radius of our circle. So we are going to, for us to know what to fold, we are going to add the radius of our circle plus the length of our flare. Our radius of circle is 11.38. So the length of the flare that we are working with is 10 inches. Is 10 inches. That's the length of the flare. So when you add this up together, you have 21.38. So this 21.38 will enable us to know what to fold. We want to know what to fold with our fabric. So this is 21.38. Take note of that, please. Now, this is the fabric that we'll be working with. I'm going to be measuring. This is an Ankara fabric, so I'm going to be measuring 21.38. So instead of measuring 21.38, I'll go ahead and measure 22 inches. I'll go ahead and measure 22 inches. So it's better you have excess than shortage. We'll cut it, trim it off later. So you fold it into 2. Once you mark your 22 inches, you fold it into 2. So I just went ahead to refold it and make sure they align properly. So guys, the next thing, I'm going to remeasure it now. We have 22. So make sure you align it very well. Then you fold it again into 4. You fold it over again into 4. Guys, please take your time when doing this, okay? So fold it again into 4. After folding it, you have to cross check. You want to be sure if you have up to 22 again, because all sides must be equal. So we don't have up to 22. I'm going to increase it again. So all the sides must be equal. We're just cutting like a square. It must be a square, all square sides must be equal. So after doing that, I'm going to cut this excess out so that we won't be confused. So now I've folded it in like we folded it into 4. Now we're going to start marking the radius of our circle. What we had earlier, 11.38. So I'm going to place my tape at this tip here. I'll mark 11.38. I'll go again and reposition it. I'll mark 11.38. So that's what I'll keep on doing. You keep on marking 11.38 until you get to the other side. Please, if you are yet to subscribe or like this video, endeavor to like the video, share and drop a comment so that YouTube can make it go viral. Thank you. So I'm just going to connect it like this, just like you see me doing. Then I'm going to be adding half of an inch at the top. It's going to be like an allowance. So I'm not cutting directly on the first line. I'm now going to cut on this the new one that I just marked. Okay, so just watch what I'm doing if you don't understand what I'm saying. After cutting out, this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to be imputing the length of my flare from the initial mark measurement, not from the seam allowance. I'll go ahead and mark our length of flare is 10, right? So I'll add half of an inch for sewing allowance, just like we've added half of an inch at the top. So we'll make it 10.5 and not 10 inches. So you go ahead and mark 10.5, just like you see me doing in the video. So you're going to mark it until you get to the other end, okay? So guys, after doing that, I'll just go ahead and cut out just like so. Go ahead and cut it out. So after cutting out, this is what I have. I'm going to open up one side. This is what our flare looks like. Can you see how big our flare is? So I'm going to open this one side. So this will serve as the zipper area, the center back. Next, we are going to be cutting on our lining. We are going to be cutting the lining for this, for the fabric. So all you need to do is to fold your lining the exact way you folded the main fabric. Then you're going to place it up like so. The same process. After doing that, you're going to cut out just like you see me doing. Then you cut this other part out. Okay, so I'm going to open up one side of the lining again, just like we have done, and mark the wrong side of our fabric. Again, you repeat the same process to this interfacing. So this is thick gum stay. You know, there's light gum stay. In Nigeria, it is called light gum stay. So it is called thick gum stay. You fold it exactly like we have been doing, then you cut it out. Now, I don't want this gum stay to get to the top because it will be difficult for me to sew. So I'm going to reduce it. Instead of 11 inches, I'll reduce it to 8 inches. So I'm going to remove this out. Then I'll go ahead and start marking 8 inches from the hem. I'll be marking 8 inches. So the hem will serve as a guide for me. I'll go ahead and be marking 8 inches because I don't want this gum stay to get to the top. Again, if you want it higher than this, it's all optional. You can make it 10 inches, you can make it 9 inches, but I don't want mine to get to the top very well. So that's what I went ahead to do, and I'm just going to cut out just like you see me doing in the video. Just go ahead and cut out. So guys, I'll open up one side again like we have been doing, and guys, this is it. So the next thing, we are going to be ironing this. So all you need to do is for you to open this up, open the fabric up. Now you can decide to iron on the main fabric or the lining piece. So I chose to iron on the main fabric. So I'm going to be placing the part that has gum. I'll place it on the wrong side of my fabric. Then I'm going to iron. If you want to iron, if you want it on your lining, please go ahead and repeat the same thing. So iron on the wrong side of your fabric, okay? So guys, after I was done ironing, this is what it looks like. Can you see? So I'll just go ahead and trim this part out. After I was done ironing, make sure your iron is hot but not too hot so that you don't burn your fabric. So I'm going to trim this part out, the excess, okay? Then after doing that, we're going to place our lining to the main fabric, and we'll go to our sewing machine and we are going to sew. So you place it on it, right side facing each other, and you're going to sew from the top like this, half of an inch. Then you sew until you get to the other end. So we'll move to this sewing machine, and I'll show you what to do. So like I said, you place them right side facing each other, and you're just going to start sewing using half of an inch. This is what you're going to be doing. Take your time when doing this, please. Okay, so when you get here, you sew it to the top, and that's it, guys. Next, I'm going to notch this puffed part so that it will be easy for me to iron. After notching all the way around, I'll turn it out like this. Then I'll go ahead to my ironing table and I'll give it a good press. Okay. So guys, this is it. After ironing, this is what it looks like. So we have excess lining at the top part. I'll go ahead and sew. After sewing, I'll go to my overlocking machine and I'll conceal the rough edge. I will serge the rough edge. Okay. So trim out the excess allowance, and guys, after done doing that, this is the time I'm going to be pleating this. So you can either decide to make it kiss pleating or you can make it an inverted pleat. So guys, just watch what I'm doing if you don't understand what I'm saying. So if you are here to like this video, please endeavor to like this video, share and drop a comment. Okay, so if you're a new subscriber, please make sure you watch this video to the end and practice. So I'm going to measure this, make sure that they are evenly. So I use 3 inches. So make sure you the wideness of your this is 3 inches. We have 3 inches for each of the box. This is 3 inches. Then you leave a space in between the two of them. So the space in between the two of them is about 1 inch. So that's what I'm going to be doing until I get to the other end. But make sure you have 3 inches. Make sure you have 3 inches. So go ahead and do that until you get to the end. And after then, you just go ahead and fix it to your dress. This is just it. It's simple, guys. It's not difficult. So guys, make sure you measure to be sure that it aligns with the circumference of your waist. So remember the waist measurement we have is 35. So make sure that at the end you must have 35 inches aside the zipper allowance. And guys, after I was done making it, this is how beautiful it is. It came out really well and I love the outcome. See you in my next one.